Hey, what's up YouTube? Victor here with alltimegreats.blog, wishing you a happy 2021. Well, today I want to talk to you guys about fishing for subscribers, market tools, my eBay store, my goals for 2021, and of course, my pickups for December 2020. As a convenience to you, I'm going to add timecode stamps in the description down below. If you'd just like to skip to a certain portion of the video, you can. Well, let's go, guys. I am pumped, man. And I'll tell you something about New Year's that I really enjoy. I have a birthday in between Christmas and New Year's. But I can tell you, the Christmas and the birthday is, but there's just something about the New Year that just has always excited me. It's just a moment to just hit the reset button, a moment to just reflect and plan and cast out a vision for the future that has just always excited me. Well, today I want to begin with fishing for subscribers. Now, at the end of the year, I surpassed 200 subscriptions. But to be honest with you, it took me a really long time. I feel it's what I consider to be subscriber fishing. I would get somebody who subscribed to my channel only to unsubscribe a day or two later. Sometimes I would notice that they would unsubscribe within a few hours. So I would gain 1 or 2 subscribers and quickly lose 1 or 2 subscribers. So I had to really sit down and figure this thing out. How am I going to handle this type of activity? What is my philosophy on this type of thing? So I made the decision to not take the bait. I don't want any part of that game. I'm trying really hard not to pay attention to subscriber numbers, but I must admit, as a young YouTuber, sometimes it's difficult. And I don't know, guys, just because I don't subscribe to you, you're not going to subscribe to me. I just find that kind of odd. In fact, many YouTube gurus claim that this sub for sub thing actually hurts you more than it helps you. I'm even struggling with doing like a subscriber contest. I mean, do you get subscribers that subscribe to your channel only because they want a chance at winning the prize? I don't know. Just doesn't seem genuine to me. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. You guys let me know your opinions on that. I'd like to know. Next, I'd like to talk to you guys about my experience with sports card market tools. I saw a need for it many years ago when I got back into the hobby and my son was going to school for this type of field, and we would talk about it. Then Sports Card Investor offered market tools, and I subscribed very early on for about 6 months. At the time, they did not offer the My Collection feature like they do now. I found it very interesting and very powerful, but at the time I felt that it was focused on too much basketball and not much on the other sports. And for that reason, I dropped out of it. Then along came Card Ladder, and I subscribed to that one as well. As a matter of fact, I was subscribed to Card Ladder and Sports Card Investors Market Movers at the same time. I had a couple of months where both those apps overlapped, and I really spent a lot of time in both of these apps. I found Card Ladder to be fascinating, interesting, beautiful, powerful as well. But again, I found it with too much focus on ultra-modern basketball and too much emphasis on PSA 10s. Now, mind you, this was early on. My takeaways for both of these apps was, in time, when they get a chance to build it, these are going to be amazing tools. And I still feel that way today. Then I seen a video by Mike over at Bench Clear Media when he hosted Bobby from Vintage Card Prices. What I realized watching that video was what I was wanting and needing, I had the entire time. I've been a subscriber to VCP for about 3 years now, and it wasn't until about a year, maybe a year and a half, that VCP did some serious upgrading to their website, and it has become a fascinating tool. I've used VCP for the purposes of pricing and for the purposes of my website. Let me show you. So on my website, when I write an article on a featured player, I highlight their rookie card, and I will give current average prices. So as you can see here, I write typically as of the date of this post, and then I go ahead and give the average price. Of course, I cite that information at the bottom of my website under the sources. As we can see here on their homepage, it says here, find the value of sports cards. Find the values of your sports cards quickly and easily in seconds. Values are based only on sales transactions of graded sports cards that occurred on eBay and major auction houses. And this is so true, you guys. I find it amazing how such a massive database of sports cards can decipher what you're looking for and give it to you instantly. Another great feature that I love is it's updated every 15 minutes. Use the best tools for making an educated purchase or sale. VCP gives you historic breakdown on how much a graded sports card were sold for in the past, updated every 15 minutes. It's actually, I've tested this and it is so true. Create your want list. Build your want list to be notified on pending auctions on all major auction houses, including eBay, Mile High, Huggins and Scott, Heritage, Goodwin, Love of the Game, and more for free. So if you enter a card into your want list, it will notify you not just when it spots one on eBay, but also all the major auction houses. So if that card gets posted, you will receive an email notification giving you a link to that auction. It's actually flat out amazing. Another section here that I like is manage your collection. Track the value of your cards like a stock portfolio. Get notified when a card in your collection is sold to stay on top of the market. Track the cost, value, and the net worth of your collection. Guys, I just love this managing your collection feature. I have been inputting cards into certain groups, and that's what I've been doing. Actually, I've been working on that the past week or two, and I'm really loving. I'm just entering all my cards into my list, and I can actually open them up and see, number one, what I paid for it, what the current value is, and it gives me a monitor of what the cards are doing as far as values are concerned, up to the minute. Other features that I like about it is that it's established. It's been around since 2006, and it's dependable. And there isn't anything out there that has a database larger than VCP. And I also I can't emphasize enough how easy it is to use. It's sophisticated, it's powerful, it's beautiful, but it's not geeked out. They've kept it very simple, but yet very powerful. I'm willing to make a video on how I use VCP if anybody's interested. Let me know. A hobby shift that I decided to do in 2021 is to close my eBay store. My website is a priority, and this YouTube channel is also a priority. And what I have found since I started doing YouTube channels, I don't have time to do all three. I can't put the time into my eBay store the way it needs to, and for that reason, I've shut it down. Now, I'll still be buying and selling from eBay, but as far as the store is concerned, I've shut it down. And what I've learned is I really struggle with selling my cards. I don't know if you do too, but it's something I will sell if I have doubles, if I want to put together some money to make another bigger purchase. I find it easier to sell it in those moments, but I find it very hard to sell cards. I'm just more of a collector more than I am a seller. I've also reflected those changes on my website. Down at the bottom, I used to have my eBay link for my eBay store. Now I've turned it into a link for my YouTube channel, as you see here. So I've got 5 goals for 2021 that I'd like to do. So the first change that I want to make in 2021 is I want to take my website alltimegreats.blog to a new level. In 2020, I rewrote all my articles so that they would be SEO friendly. Now, my theme that I've used on my website, my theme is a bit old. It's about 5 or 6 years old, and I've been using it for 2 years. My next step for 2021 is to use a newer, more sophisticated theme that's going to give my website a step up as far as a modern design, crisp, quick, and all of those things that a nice website would have. Also in 2021, I'd like to invest in Hall of Fame rookie cards of hockey players. When I was putting my cabinet together, I wanted to feature some hockey cards, and my hockey card collection is extremely weak. And it's so bad, I didn't even have enough cards to put in a cubicle. And so I want to take some time this year, and I want to get some Hall of Fame rookie cards of hockey players, at least 9 of them, in order to fill up one of these cubicles. I want to also continue working on my Michael Jordan PSA basic set registry. It's 72 cards, and I am very close to finishing it, so that's going to be my focus. I need 15 cards in order for that registry to be completed. And of course, I want to continue working on my Roberto Clemente basic set registry and the post-war baseball Hall of Fame rookie card set registry, which I've neglected in the last couple of years. So I need to refocus and get going on that set once again. Okay guys, so at this point I just want to show you guys a few pickups that I had for the month of December 2020. And I'll start with this Project 2020 card of Roberto Clemente by Gregory Sif is the name of the artist. Kind of a cool one there. I got this card created by the artist Fauci. Very artistic, very different to say the least. And I picked up this card by the artist named Grotesque. This is actually the 3rd card that was released in the set. I actually picked this one up recently for $81, and I had a $25 gift card, and I went ahead and used it on this one. So really cool on that. Now I just need card number 1, card number 2, and it'll go right there. Fill in those 2 gaps. Pick this one up. I'm thinking Curt Schilling's going to get in. Following the tracker, he has a chance. Wanted to pick this one up. I considered getting a 10, but I opted for the 9. The 10 were selling for around 140 to 150, and I'm like, do I want to drop that kind of coin on a 10, or should I just go for a $40 9? And that's what I did. But a very nice copy of the '89 Donruss Curt Schilling. This was a submission return from PSA. Reggie Jackson that I had picked up at a yard sale. What I do during the summer months, prior to COVID, obviously, I usually go on the weekend and I'll hit Facebook groups in my area that advertise yard sales and garage sales. And what I'll do on the weekend, I'll wake up early, eat some breakfast, and I'll post on those Facebook groups, does anybody have sports cards for sale? And typically get pretty lucky on that when I do that, and I get responses. This card I picked up at one of those yard sales. I bought a collection of the mostly 90s stuff, and this one was part of it. And I've had it in my collection for a couple of years now, and I just sent it in. It's a nice copy. It does have a pretty nice size crease right along in here, but I just wanted to get it because I don't have a copy for the post-war Hall of Fame set registry. So I just decided to get this one graded. Came out at 3. It's a fair grade. It's a really nice card though, all things considered. The back is tilted a bit, but a rookie card of Hall of Famer Reggie Jackson nonetheless. Next are some cards that I had reslabbed. I had this 1992 Stadium Club Shaquille O'Neal reslabbed. It had a huge crack right down the middle, but I opted to send it in. Also, this 1989 Topps Traded Barry Sanders rookie card. I picked this one up at a card show, I believe for about $40 or $45. I don't remember. But what I do remember is that the case was all scratched up. It was in an old slab and it had all kind of scratches on it. So because of that, I got a good deal on it and decided to send it in to get it reslabbed. Love how this one turned out. And this final reslab was the 1996 UD3 Kobe Bryant. Now I sent this one in for grading a couple of years ago, but PSA mislabeled it. They put 1997 UD3, and so when I went to go to input it into my set registry, it wouldn't take. So decided to get it corrected, and with the help of JT Triple Crown 24, finally got this one back. He had to go through a lot of hoops to get this one corrected for me, but JT, appreciate all the hard work. Finally got it back, finally got it entered into the registry, and there you go. So I'd like to know, as far as subscribers go, is that cool or not? What is your opinion on subscriber contest? And would you be interested in a video on how I use VCP? Well, that's going to be all for me today. Thanks for hearing my thoughts and checking out my channel. If you get a chance, check out my website, alltimegreats.blog. And with that said, stay positive and test negative. We'll catch you on the next one.